A very good evening to all of you guys and welcome back to the sessions. A very wonderful evening, and today we are going to finish what we had started, the quadratic equations. Just now we have gone through 7 wonderful questions of quadratic equations which are very important from your board perspective and which are very liable, very most probable to come in this year's exam. So continuing that journey, we are going to see 7 more questions from quadratic equation chapter, because this quadratic equations chapter do have a more weightage compared to other chapters. So that is why I have taken this chapter 2 times at 6 p.m. and now at 8 p.m. and giving you 14 beautiful questions regarding that chapter. Few of the questions would be again repeated kind, but it is only with that view that just to make you remind that these questions are very important. So guys, let's start our journey of quadratic equations and make it to the end and see how much we know about it and what are the other things which has to be learned in this chapter. Now come on. Here goes the time schedule, or you all must be knowing. Goes our first question. Diagonal of a rectangular field is 16 meters more than the shorter side. Okay, shorter side. This means diagonal is related with shorter side. So first of all, I'll assume shorter side to be x. Now, if the longer side is 14 meters more than the shorter side, see here, longer side is also correlated with the shorter side. So shorter side would be x and diagonal would be x plus 16 and longer side would be x plus 14. Than the shorter side, then find the lengths of the sides of the field. So, if the field is in the form of rectangle, then surely we will assume the shorter side, say for example breadth, as x and the length as x plus 14. So let's assume that this is the diagonal of the rectangle and this would be x plus 14 length and this would be x, the shorter side, and this would be x plus 16. Now this rectangular field, it is 90 degree. You all must be knowing if this is 90 degree, then surely it will follow Pythagoras theorem. Now we will apply Pythagoras theorem. AB square plus BC square is equal to AC square. So diagonals has been written and the sides have been written, and now I will apply the Pythagoras theorem. AB square plus BC square is equal to AC square. Now putting the values, x plus 14 whole square plus x square is equal to x plus 16 square, and then opening the bracket according to a plus b whole square, that would be x square plus 196 plus 28x plus x square is equal to x square plus 256 plus 32x. Now solving them, and we would be getting our quadratic equation, that is x square minus 4x minus 60 equals to 0. And when we have got this equation, we will be doing the middle term splitting, and by doing that, x square minus 10x plus 6x minus 60, and we would be taking x common here and we will be getting x minus 10, and 6 common here, x minus 10. Taking x minus 10 as common, we will be getting x minus 10 into x plus 6. X plus 6 will be giving x minus 6 and x minus 10 would be giving x is equal to 10. Now, once we have got this, x equals to 10, once we have got this x is equal to 10, we would be neglecting this x equal to minus 6, because x equal to minus 6 is not possible because length cannot be negative. So that is why we will neglect this, and x equals to 10 would be the side. So the shorter side would be 10 meters and the longer side would be 24 meters, because it is x plus 14 and the diagonal would be 26. So 26 is the diagonal and 24 is the longer side. So now if we have to calculate the area, then surely we can calculate the area. So the length, area has not been asked. So length is 10 and the breadth is 10 and length is 24 meters. So I guess you would have understood this question. This was not a tougher one, but yes, surely an important one, because board will just simply twist and turn the questions which are very easy. Just you need to understand it, and I'm very sure, let me tell you, I'm very sure that right now you might be finding all these questions very easy, but many a times it happens that when the same person goes into an examination hall, due to that pressure and due to that whole environment of tension, we crumble down sometimes, and many a times it happens that we ourselves don't know or are not able to write the same question which we have practiced somewhere sometime back in our own self. So that happens a lot many times. So guys, please be aware of that. Don't crumble down in the pressure of examination, and that is why I am telling this in each and every sessions, that try solving mock papers as much as possible, because that is going to help you out very positively. And as much mock papers you will be solving, that much confidence you will be having, and that much extempore you will be having for the examination environment, that much adaptability you will be getting for your examinations. Okay, so let's move on to our next question. This is our next question. This type of question we had seen in the previous session also, in my 6 p.m. session. So I've just put one more example with values change, and I want to show you that board can also ask these questions by just changing the value. So here also I'll assume 2x minus 1 upon x plus 3 as k. You would have remembered this. And when we will put it as k, the next term would be 1 upon k. So this becomes 2k minus 3 into 1 upon k is equal to 5. Now solving the quadratic equation, 2k square minus 3 divided by k, and k going to this side, it will be 2k square minus 3 is equal to 5k. Now solving this equation, bringing this side, doing the middle term splitting, we will be getting 2k square minus 6k plus k minus 3, taking 2k as common, k minus 3, and 1 as common, k minus 3. Now k minus 3 would be taken as common, and 2k plus 1 would be remaining. Now once 2k plus 1 and k minus 3 is there, the value of k would be minus half and 3, two values, equating them to 0. Now if k is equal to minus half, I will make it equal to this term, because this is k. So it will be equal to minus half in first case, and in second case it would be equal to 3. So I guess you must be understanding this. So let's see the next step, and the next step would be 4x minus 2. See, 4x minus 2 is equal to minus x minus 3 has been written from this side, that I have made the cross multiplication. 2 going to this side, it will be 4x minus 2, and x plus 3 going to this side, it will be minus x plus 3. Okay, this is. Now moving to this side, this will go here, the cross multiplication, it will become 3x plus 9 is equal to 2x minus 1. So I have shown both the steps simultaneously. 4x minus 2 is equal to x minus 3, or 2x minus 1 is equal to 3x plus 9. Solving both of them simultaneously, I will be getting 5x, sending this to this side, 5x equal to 2 minus 3, that is, and here solving this to that side, x would be equal to 9 coming to this side, minus 10. So we have got x equal to minus 10 as one value, and for the next value we have got x equal to minus 5. So I guess you would be able to see and understand it, that how this can be solved. I'll just show you once more. This is the whole solution. We have assumed it k, and then writing the quadratic equation, finding the value of k, getting the value of k as minus half and 3, then equating the value, putting the value of k 2x minus 1 for both the values. 2x minus 1 upon x plus 3 equal to minus half, and 2x minus 1 upon x plus 3 equal to 3. Now solving for both of them, we got 4x minus 2 equal to x minus 3, or second case 2x minus 1 is equal to 3x plus 9, and then solving the equation and getting the value of x equal to minus 1 by 5 or x equal to minus 10. So we have got our two values, and this is how this equation would be solved. Now you could have gone through a longer method also, doing the cross multiplication right away in the very first time, and that could have also fetched you the same answer, but I am very sure that would have gone really long, and apart from that, that would have been really most probable to give you some silly mistakes, because as much as you do calculation clumsy and complex, that much is the possibility of getting a silly mistake in that or a wrong answer. So try to avoid any complex calculation. Okay, now moving on to next. A passenger while boarding the plane slipped from the stairs and got hurt. The pilot took the passenger in the emergency clinic at the airport for treatment. Due to this, the plane got delayed by half an hour. To reach the destination 1500 kilometers away in time, so that the passenger could catch the connecting flight, the speed of the plane was increased by 250 kilometers per hour than the usual speed. Find the speed of the plane, and the last line, what value is depicted in this question? Again guys, you must be remembering it from my previous sessions that I have already said you that this is the value based question, because whenever it is asked which type of value is depicted or some moral question is there, moral value question, then surely it will be a last question, the last question of the question paper, and here you have to write the moral values. It contains 1 marks. Now, for the whole question, read it very carefully. It is saying that to reach the destination 1500 kilometers away, the passenger, for making the passenger reach in time, the speed was increased by 250 kilometers. So, we have to find the usual speed of the plane. So, whatever we have to find, we know that we will be assuming that thing as x. So, here the usual speed has to be found. So, we will assume usual speed to be x. Now, the solution goes like this, that let the usual speed of the plane be x kilometers per hour. That's fine. Now, its increased speed would be x plus 250 kilometers per hour, isn't it? So, x plus 250 kilometers per hour, that would be increased speed. Now, the time taken, so and the distance is 1500 kilometers. So, speed is equal to distance by time. So, using that, I will calculate the time. Time taken as per usual speed. If the plane would have been at x kilometers per hour, the time would have been taken by the plane would be 1500 upon x. This is the usual time. Now, in this usual time, the plane got delayed by half an hour. Means this usual time got delayed by half an hour. So what we will do, we will simply, and when the plane's speed has been increased, time would be reduced. So now the time would be 1500 divided by x plus 250. 1500 divided by x plus 250. See guys, if you are not able to understand, I'll make you understand. Okay, no issues. This would be 1500 divided by x plus 250. X plus 250. This is distance upon speed, that is equal to time. Speed is equal to distance by time. So I can cross multiply it and it will become time is equal to distance upon speed. Distance is same 1500 kilometers, but this time speed is increased, that is x plus 250. Now pay attention that if time is this, then this time would be lesser because this time speed has been increased. Now if I have to make both the times equal, this is time new and this is time old. Surely if I have to make time new equals to time old, then what shall I do? Time new is lesser and time old is larger. So what I will be doing for making both of them equal, I will add half to the lesser side, because lesser side needs more for getting equal to the larger side. So t new plus half. Why I have used half? Because it is everything is going here in hours. So half hours. T new, time new plus half hours is equal to time old. And by doing this, I'll write down the whole equation. That is, I'll write down here 1500 upon x plus 250 plus half is equal to nothing but 1500 upon x. So guys, I think you would be very much clear now what to do. So let's see the solution. So according to the question, 1500 upon x minus half. Either you can send it to that side, I had added that side, or you can add this side also. Both are same. Now this whole equation has been written like this, solving the equation, doing the cross multiplication and then getting the value. So I have just done the cross multiplication in this form and giving you the final value, because I know you all would be able to do that. I'll write it down once more for you guys. Here it was 1500 upon x minus half, that is equal to 1500 upon x plus 250. This is what is written here in this step. And now you need to do the cross multiplication, taking the LCM, and you will be getting the answer. So the final quadratic equation which you would be able to form is 7,50,000 minus x square minus 250x. It's a huge number, I know that, and you would be thinking that right now how you would be able to do the middle term splitting. But don't get worried, I'll tell you how to do the middle term splitting. Okay, So this has yet not been solved, so no issues. So now doing the middle term splitting, and by doing the middle term splitting we will be able to solve this. So let's see the middle term splitting of this term. So here goes the middle term splitting. X square plus 1000x minus 750x minus 7,50,000, because 1000 into 750 would be 7,50,000. So x would be taken as common from x square plus 1000x. We will be getting x in bracket x plus 1000 and minus 750 taken as common, x plus 1000. Thereafter doing the factorization, and we will be getting x plus 1000 into x minus 750, that is equal to 0, and hence we will be getting our two zeros, that is x is equal to minus 1000 or x is equal to 750. Now guys, this negative value will be neglected because this negative value does not make any significance, because speed cannot be negative, isn't it? So that is why we will be taking x equal to 750 only, and hence we will write this line also, that neglecting the negative value because speed cannot be negative, and the speed of the plane would be 750 kilometers per hour. So I guess you all must be clear with this thing, that how this question would be dealt upon. So is it clear to you all? Come on guys, tell me. Okay, that's nice. Very good. Okay, so I guess this question is clear to you all. So let's move on to our next question, and next question is here. Two pipes running together can fill a tank in 11 1/9 minutes. Okay. If one pipe takes 5 minutes more than the other to fill the tank separately, find the time in which each pipe would fill the tank separately. Okay. Now here we are said that if one pipe takes 5 minutes more than other, this means we need to assume the time of other pipe. So what we will assume? We will assume let the time taken by one pipe be x minutes, and similarly for the other, see here it is said 5 minutes more. So what I'll do? I'll take x plus 5 for the other pipe. So what I'll do? Let the time taken by one pipe to fill tank alone be x minutes. So the time taken by other pipe to fill the tank alone, let me remind you, this alone is very important here. For the other pipe to fill the tank alone is x plus 5 minutes. Okay. Now, so the part of tank filled by the pipes in 1 minute would be. Now again doing that unitary method, I am not wasting much time over this because I have already briefed you this in my previous session. So doing the unitary method for the first pipe, if in x minute one tank is filled, then in 1 minute 1 by x part of the tank would be filled. I guess I am clear with this. Okay. Similarly for the second pipe, x plus 5 minutes is taken. So x plus 5 minutes one tank is filled. So in 1 minute 1 upon x plus 5 tank would be filled. Now these are the calculations for 1 minute. So similarly, pay attention guys, that it was said that together they are filling the tank in 11 1/9 minutes, isn't it? So when I'll convert this 11 1/9, it will be 100 divided by 9 minutes. I guess you must be understanding how I did that. Just doing the multiplication and solving this mixed fraction into proper fraction. Now 100 divided by 9 minutes is time taken for filling one tank. Now if 100 by 9 minutes is taken for filling one tank, then in 1 minute 9 upon 100 part of the tank would be filled, isn't it? So now together in 1 minute they are filling this much part of tank, and first pipe in 1 minute it is filling this much, and in 1 minute this is filling this much. So when I add both of them, I will be getting this much part of tank filled up. Did you understand? Let me remind you once more. If I take this much amount 1 minute, first pipe fills this much and second pipe fills this much. So if both are working together, I will add both the amount, and that amount would be equal to 9 upon 100, because in 1 minute both pipe fills this much part of the tank. So 1 upon x plus 1 upon x plus 5 is equal to 9 upon 100. So now what I'll do, I'll just write down the equation. 1 upon x is plus 1 upon x plus 5 is equal to 9 by 100. Now the second equation, doing the cross multiplication and doing the normal mathematics LCM, we will be getting our quadratic equation, that would be 9x square minus 150x minus 500, that is equal to 0. And then doing the middle term splitting, 9x square minus 180x plus 25x minus 500, and taking 9x common, x minus 20, 25 common, x minus 20, x minus 20 would be taken as common, and we would be getting 9x plus 25 into x minus 20, that is equal to 0. So x is equal to 20 or x equal to minus 25 by 9, and I would be neglecting that 25 by 9. Why? Because you all know time is not negative. So now again neglecting the same value and neglecting the negative value. So x is equal to 20. This is the final answer, and let me tell you, x is equal to means the time taken by the pipes is first 20 minutes and another is 25 minutes. So 20 minutes and 25 minutes is the time taken by the both pipes to fill the tank individually, alone. Okay, so I guess I am clear with this. This is the final conclusion 9. So let's move. And is it clear to you all? Please do let me know. Keep on telling me that yes, you are understanding this, so that I should also gain confidence that yes, you are going in the right direction, and me too. So let's move on for the next question. Okay, that's nice. So let's move on to the next question. The next question goes like here. Find the value of p for which the quadratic equation 2p plus 1 into x square minus of 7p plus 2 times x plus 7p minus 3 has equal roots. And last line is important. Also find these equal roots. And why this is important, or how this is a bit different question than the normal question, I'll show you in the last. First, find the value of p for which this quadratic equation has equal roots. You know very well, for the equal roots, you know that the solution has to be made d equal to 0. So that is discriminant would be equal to 0, and discriminant is b square minus 4ac equals to 0. So that is why putting the value of b, a and c, and we would be getting 2p plus 1 wholes. For this equation, I am getting the value of a as 2p plus 1, b is equal to minus of 7p plus 2, and c is equal to 7p minus 3. Putting the values here, b square minus 4ac, and then solving this equation, I would be getting a quadratic equation. That quadratic equation is nothing but 7p square minus 24p, plus 24p plus 16 equals to 0. Now, once I have got this equation, I would be solving it doing the middle term splitting, and I would be getting the factors. Middle term splitting is nothing but plus 28 minus 4p, minus 28p plus, there is a bit of misprint, I guess. I will just make it right, don't get worried. Okay, so let me check it out. Where is the misprint? And I will be just simply, okay, sorry, there is no misprint. What has been done, I'll write it down here for you guys. Minus is taken common. So 7p square would be here, and then it would be minus 24p, and then it was minus 16 equals to 0. So minus has been taken common, and then we have got this equation, that is 7p square minus 24p minus 16, and from here I would be getting this 7p square minus 28p plus 4p, that is minus 24 and 16. From both of them I will be taking 7p common, and p minus 4 is remaining. From both of them I will be taking 4 common, p minus 4 is common. Taking p minus 4, I would be getting 7p plus 4, isn't it? That is equal to 0. Now solving it, we will be getting p equals to 4 and p equal to minus 4 by 7. So I guess I'm clear. Let's see what the solution says. So 7p, p minus 4 plus 4 times p minus 4, and getting the value 7p plus 4 into p minus 4 equals to 0, and value of p equal to minus 4 by 7 and p equal to 4. Now once we have got the value of p, what else needs to be done? So guys, in here there is something important. Do you remember that in the question, the last line which I had underlined, that you are being asked that find the roots. Those equal roots also has to be found. Now for finding those equal roots, do you remember the formula? I'll tell you the formula. Formula for this is x is normal formula for quadratic is x is equal to minus b plus minus root d upon 2a. That might be a little smaller if you are not able to see. I have just dictated that x is equal to minus b plus minus root under d divided by 2a. Now guys, for the equal roots, d is 0. So this means this minus b, I'll just write it down here. See here, this is x is equal to minus b plus minus root under d upon 2a. So this d is nothing but 0. So the roots which you will be getting is x is equal to minus b upon 2a. Now, so this is the equal root. This is the equal root which you will be getting, repeated roots. So you need to put the value of b and a here. Now, how you will be putting that? You have already got the value of b also and a also. I'll just show you how. So here goes x is equal to minus b by 2a, and value of b is minus 7p plus 2. So minus into minus, that will be plus, and you will be getting the value of x is equal to 7p plus 2 divided by 4p plus 2, the value of a. So here you have got the value 2 that multiplied, 2 is multiplied, 2 times p, 2p, 4p, and 2 into 1 is 2. So we have got. Now remember that here we had two values of p, isn't it? We had two different values of p, and those two different values of p will be put here. Let me show you what values we had. We had 4 and minus 4 by 7. So we will be putting these values. First 4, if p is equal to minus 4 by 7, we will be getting the value of x as equal to 7 into minus 4 by 7 plus 2 and 4 into minus 4 by 7 plus 2. Solving this equation, we will be getting the value of x is equal to nothing but 7. So I guess I am clear with this. When I will be putting the value of p minus 4 by 7, I will be getting the roots, the equal roots, as x is equal to 7. Now, if I will be putting the value p equal to 4 in this same equation, I will be getting the value of x is equal to 5 by 3. So there are two equal roots which is possible for this equation. Normally what happens, that whenever this question comes, student thinks that since it is a quadratic equation, so it should have two roots. Now, since the question is telling that the roots should be equal, so equal roots means this means only one root would be there. But that is wrong, because it is possible in only those cases where the value is not variable. Here the whole equation was in the form of p, which was variable, and for p we got two values. So surely we will be getting two values of x for which this equation will have two roots. Okay guys, so don't get entangled in this question and don't be tricked by this question, because this question is really tricky and this question has a very good probability. That is why I have chosen this question for this session, so that to make your concepts more clear. Now, I guess I am clear with my point and you would have understood this question also. So let's move on to our next question. So the next question goes like this. Total cost of a certain length of piece of cloth is 200 rupees. If the piece was 5 centimeter longer and each meter of cloth cost rupees 2 rupees less, the cost of the piece would have remained unchanged. How long is the piece and what is its original rate per meter? So there are two values being asked. How long is the piece and what is the original rate? So if both these things are asked, we will assume both of them as x and y. So length of the cloth, I have assumed x, and the rate of the cloth per meter, importantly per meter, you need to write rate per meter is y. So I have written, let the length of the cloth be x meters and the cost per meter be rupees y. Now, doing the mathematics, length into cost, x meters of cloth, y rupees per meter. If I multiply, I will get the total cost of the cloth, that is xy is equal to 200 rupees. Now doing the next part, that if length has been increased by 5 meters, so x plus 5, and cost has been reduced y minus 2, so it will be equal to again total cost. Now x plus 5 is here length and y minus 2 is the rate. So that would be again equal to total cost. Now for the first part I have solved this xy is equal to 200. This means y is equal to 200 upon x. I have taken this as a first equation. Now solving this part, x plus 5 into y minus 2. So I have solved x into y is xy minus 2x plus 5y and minus 10 equal to xy total cost. And this, see here, xy and xy would be cancelled. So both xy would be cancelled and we would be getting the next value minus 2x plus 5y minus 10 equals to 0, because both of them cancelled. And now substituting the value of y equal to 200 by x. So y equal to 200 by x, I will be getting a quadratic equation. Taken 2 common, x minus 500 by x minus 5. Guys, I can understand that you might not be able to see this because it is little smaller. From the next time I would try to keep it bigger so that you can very well see it without any problem. But multiplying them right now, please manage. I will be dictating all those terms and you would be even able to see it. So multiplying them, it is x square minus 500 minus 5x divided by x, and then getting the final value x square minus 5x minus 500. And now the question goes easy. Doing the middle term splitting, we will be getting x square minus 25x plus 20x, and then solving both of them, x into x minus 25 plus 20 into x minus 25, getting x minus 25 as common and x plus 20 as the two factors, and the first factor's value, the first root value is minus 20 and another is 25. We all know length cannot be negative, so neglecting it, negative value and the positive value will be 25. So the length of the cloth which is possible is 25 meters, and putting this value of 25 in that first equation, remember y is equal to 200 upon x, there we would be getting the value of cost of the cloth, that is 8 rupees per meter. Then writing the final line, total length of the cloth is 25 meter and the cost is 8 rupees per meter. Okay, so this is the total final calculation which has been asked here, that length of the cloth and cost of the cloth. I guess you would be understanding this. So if you are clear with this, are we ready to move forward? Okay, please tell me, guys. Okay, let's move on for the next question. Here comes the next question. Denominator of a fraction is 1 more than twice its numerator. Okay, so here denominator is related with the numerator. If the sum of fraction and its reciprocal is 216 by 21, find the fraction. Now I have this time assume numerator as n and denominator as d. So let's write the solution. Numerator be n and the denominator be d. So denominator is said that denominator would be 1 plus twice the numerator. That was written here. So I have written d equal to 1 plus 2n. Then goes that numerator, the fraction and the reciprocal of the fraction, sum of those is 216 by 21. It was given in the first first equation. So numerator by denominator plus denominator by numerator. Now what I will do, I can do this cross multiplication here and do the calculation, but it will go very long. Again, to cut down the steps and do it in a more wise manner, I have assumed numerator by denominator as k. And if this is k, then this will be 1 by k. So k plus 1 by k is 216 by 21. Solving this mixed fraction and making it proper, 58 by 21, and doing the LCM here, k square plus 1 divided by k. This is a much easier method. So doing the cross multiplication, we will be getting 21k square plus 21 is equal to 58k. And then doing the middle term splitting, we will be getting 21k square minus 49k minus 9k plus 21. Taking out the common, 3k minus 7 would be the common factor and 7k minus 3. So hence getting the value of k equal to 3 by 7 or 7 by 3. Both are reciprocal of each other, so it will hardly make any difference. But still, I will calculate for you. Now see, if k has the value, numerator by denominator is 7 by 3. So here we have got the value. Now, numerator by denominator is 7 by 3. Now we need to find it out what is the complete value. So I will simply put the value of denominator. Denominator's value was 1 plus 2n. Do you remember this? 1 plus 2n. So when I will be doing the cross multiplication, I will be getting the numerator, and numerator would be minus 7 by 11. Now if this is minus 7 by 11, then what would be the denominator? Let me ask you. So I am writing this employees. Denominator was equal to 1 plus 2n, isn't it? So it is 1 plus 2 times, in place of numerator I will be putting this value, that is minus 7 by 11. Now doing the multiplication, this is 1 minus 14 divided by 11. Doing this 11, that would be 11 minus 14 divided by 11. Okay, so 11 minus 14 is nothing but minus 3 by 11. Now I have got this as the denominator. Okay guys, I have got this as denominator. So if I have to get the fraction, I am writing here fraction. That fraction would be numerator by denominator, isn't it? And that is minus 7 by 11 divided by, for denominator, minus 3 by 11. 11 and 11 would be cancelled, minus and minus would be cancelled. Answer is nothing but 7 by 3. Do you remember this 7 by 3? Okay, so that is why we can simply go on with this and leave the second portion, or you can leave this and go on with the second portion, whatever you want. Okay, so this is how the fraction has been formed. Numerator as one value and the denominator as second value. If you take 7 by 3, if you take numerator by denominator 7 by 3, then also you will be getting this. If you take 3 by 7, then also you will be getting this only. So I have taken both the values for you guys. So numerator being minus 7 by 11 and denominator being minus 3 by 11. But let me tell you, numerator by denominator is itself a fraction, isn't it? So if it is itself a fraction, then surely it should be an integer, isn't it? So if it should be an integer, numerator cannot be a fraction. That is why what I do suggest you all, that you should neglect this. You should neglect this, and you should, why? Because numerator should be an integer, not a fraction. Because fraction is numerator by denominator, not only numerator, isn't it? So that is why you should neglect this and you should go on with the second option. That is numerator by denominator is equal to 3 by 7, and that's what I have done for you. So moving to next, numerator by denominator I have taken 3 by 7, then putting the value of denominator 1 by 2n, 1 plus 2n, and then doing the mathematics calculation. 7n is equal to 3 plus 6n, and hence getting the value of numerator as equal to 3 and denominator as equal to 7. And this would be the most appropriate value. See guys, from there also you were getting the same value, isn't it? 3 by 7. 7 by 3. And from here also you are getting the same value, that is 3 by 7. If I am taking 3 by 7, I am getting 3 by 7. If I am taking 7 by 3, I was getting 7 by 3 also. But which is the most appropriate and which is the mathematically right? I would say mathematically this is right. So neglect this value and take this value. That is important. These are the few things which mathematics people will mind. Normally general people won't mind about this, but yes, those who know mathematics or teacher kind of people, they will mind it. So go on with this, I would suggest. Now I guess I am clear with my point. Moving to our next question. So that was all. Now I guess you would have enjoyed the session, and this was all for today's session. Before ending this session, some motivational line for all of you. कुछ ऐसी चीजें जिससे आपका उत्साह बढ़ता हो, जिससे आपके रगों में जोश आता हो और जिससे आप अपनी तैयारियों को वापस से बहुत अच्छा कर सकते हो. So those motivational lines as the ending lines for today's session, I would be saying for you all guys. ध्यान से सुने, और इन सारे शब्दों का अर्थ तभी होगा जब अपनी मंजिल की तरफ बहुत तेजी से भागोगे. इन शब्दों का अर्थ तभी ज्यादा स्वर्णिम होगा जब इन शब्दों को सुनकर अपने आप को और फौलादी बनाओगे और अपनी मंजिल की तरफ भागोगे. कोशिश कर हल निकलेगा, कोशिश कर हल निकलेगा, आज नहीं तो कल निकलेगा. अर्जुन की तीर सा सद, अर्जुन की तीर सा सद मरुस्थल से भी जल निकलेगा. मेहनत कर पौधों को पानी दे, बंजर जमीन से भी फल निकलेगा. ताकत जुटा हिम्मत को आग दे, ताकत जुटा हिम्मत को आग दे, फौलाद का भी बल निकलेगा. जिंदा रख दिल में उम्मीद को, गरल के समंदर से भी गंगा जल निकलेगा. कोशिश जारी रख कुछ कर गुजरने की. क्या? कोशिश जारी रख कुछ कर गुजरने की, जो आज है थमा थमा सा, कल वो भी चल निकलेगा, कल वो भी चल निकलेगा. तो मेरे बच्चों, इस बात को हमेशा ध्यान रखना, वही इंसान सफल होता है जो हर वक्त जिंदगी में प्रयास करता है. वो इंसान कभी सफलता की तरफ नहीं जा सकता जो सिर्फ अपने किस्मत को लेके बैठा रहता है, जो सिर्फ ये उम्मीद करता है कि एक दिन भगवान सब कुछ बढ़िया कर देंगे, एक दिन सब कुछ अच्छा हो जाएगा. अपने खुदी को इतना बुलंद करो कि खुदा पूछे बता तेरी रजा क्या है. और इसीलिए खुदा भी उसी की मदद करता है जो अपनी मदद स्वयं करता है. हमेशा अपनी मदद खुद से करो. अपने आप को इतना फौलादी बनाओ कि हर मुश्किल तुमसे टकरा कर टूट जाए और हर मुश्किल तुमसे टकरा के चकनाचूर हो जाए। खुद को हमेशा यह बोलो कि तुम्हें हर चीज सिर्फ मेहनत से मुकम्मल करनी है, किसी भी चीज को किस्मत के हवाले नहीं छोड़ना है। और अगर ये जज्बा और ये विश्वास मन में आ जाएगा तो हर एक चीज तुम्हारी होगी और हर मंजिल तुम्हारे कदमों के नीचे होगी। इसी चीज के साथ आज मैं अलविदा कहता हूं आप सबको। टू ऑल स्टूडेंट्स अ वेरी गुड नाइट, शुभ रात्रि, सब्बा खैर। मिलते हैं फिर कभी, बाय।